You are on it, Mr. Winfrey. Woo, 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 woo. Not the how you keep you permanently. Take you on the road.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the Jaye Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation. I'm your host, Jay, and this bubbling beauty right here, this Georgia Peach, this ray of sunshine, it's my partner in crime, my co-host, Simply E. Hey, E.
Hey, sex.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Good. How is your day?
Wonderful.
Good. Well, you have entered the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation. Go to our Facebook fan page, like our fan page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot and also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And J is spelled Jaye for all three. This show is brought to you and sponsored by State Farm, Darren Tillis's office, located 3830 West Roosevelt Road. That's in Chicago. Darren's phone number is 773-826-0766. Again, Darren's number is 773-826-0766. You all contact Darren for all of your auto, home, life, and insurance needs. Okay, we are going to dive right into last week. Oh, does that sound good and sexy? I want to dive right into what happened last week. Last week we talked about Miss Independent. Is she too much to handle? Now, I never did hear from the fellas, so I don't know. Did they? Maybe I did hear from them. I just forgot. It's been a long, busy week.
They commented.
How do they feel about Miss Independent? Like, do they like her? Do they hate her?
Some men felt that they didn't need to be bothered with her.
Oh.
But some men was like, we love her, we need her. And then some men were like, if she can, because some of the memes that I posted up, if she can, have her own orgasm and pay her own bills and do everything else and doesn't need me, then I don't need her either. So it was kind of mixed.
I think that was just a little feminine feedback. That was a feminine comeback way. If she can do it for herself, then I don't need her either. Come on, you guys. Let's not even be like that. You know that you need her rubbing on your back and massaging your feet. And, well, we're going to just leave it at that because this is a family-oriented radio station. But I did a little research last week on who is Miss Independent. According to an online source, Miss Independent never lets a man tell her what to do. She makes her own money. She's confident, intelligent, and my favorite, does not seek approval from anyone. That means anyone. Now, let me just break this down. Approval, that means that she feels confident in doing whatever it is that she is going to do. It does not necessarily mean that she's not going to listen to what others may say. I mean, she'll probably listen and it'll go in one ear and out the other ear, but she is listening. And I found out that according to the U.S. Census Bureau, out of about 12 million single parent families in 2015, more than 80% of those families were headed by single mothers. Today, 1 in 4 children under the age of 18 are being raised without a father, and nearly half of those children live below the poverty line. So when we talk about Miss Independent with stats like that, you have no choice but to be independent, because if you don't do it, then who's going to do it?
Yeah.
Where are the fathers? It's like, okay, she has to step up and take control. She has to step up and be the head of the household, because
Yeah.
if she doesn't, the household will not be run.
No, well, one of my clients had asked me today, like, why is it that I'm dropping off his stuff at 6 in the morning? I said, because I got a 9 to 5 and I have about 4 side hustles and it's just me and I have my children that have to be maintained. So if it's just me, I have no choice but to just take charge of my post basically.
And for all these, here's what I said, and I will definitely state this again. Superman, I have to be Superwoman. I have to do just like you do. We have to do a lot of stuff. Like, our plates are really, really full. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being Superwoman. I would like to sit back and let Superman fly, and I can be his sidekick. I would love to do that. But you cannot come to me and not have your stuff in order and think you're going to be Superman, because again, I will scratch that S all off of your chest. I will just scratch it off.
Do you scratch it off?
Yes, I will scratch it off and burn the cape, because you don't deserve that title if you're not playing the part. Just like, because women have kids doesn't mean that you're a mother.
Yeah, that's true. That hello.
So if you're not taking care of your kids are going to school any old kind of way, they're out in the streets doing whatever they want to do, get yourself together.
Get you some
Men,
business.
just because you pop off a good one and hit an egg does not make you a father.
Exactly.
We discussed that a few months ago around Father's Day. That does not make you a father. If you are taking care of your children and doing what you're supposed to do as a man, as a father, providing and protecting, then you're a father. So if we can just come together and kind of fix this family dynamic, maybe, just maybe, Miss Independent will be able to fall back a little bit and
take the cape off.
Right.
Be like, I'm okay.
Right.
I'm good. I'm grounded.
Right. But it's like, I don't see that happening anytime soon. What about you? Do you? Oh. Oh, wait a minute, you all. I don't know if you caught that twitch and that twinkle, but it's something. Is it something that you want to say? Tell us.
I don't know. I'm seeing.
Okay.
I'm seeing very. I'm very happy. Put it like that. I'm very, very happy.
No Casper?
No, Casper got replaced.
Oh wait, no, but we're waiting.
I'm waiting.
We're waiting. So
still,
I forgot. You guys, you got to remind me that we have made a pledge to wait no more scandalous affairs and all this other good stuff. We're supposed to be waiting and being wholesome and just doing the right thing. So I'll definitely keep you posted. I had a good week, so I'm still, I'm still going. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, I did. I had a good week, so I'm still on my journey to wait. But again, you guys, please feel free to join us in the wait. For those of you that don't know what I'm referring to when I say the wait, that means no sex until marriage. So you all, come on, join us. I need some men. You guys stop being scaredy cats and just come on. Like, let me get 2 men. Go to our fan page at the Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Twitter, Jaye Spot, and also on Instagram, the Jaye Spot Radio. Jaye is spelled Jaye for all 3. And I just want you to just respond, I will wait with you. Just come on now. Don't be like that, because, you guys be all these inboxes I get now for the wrong stuff. Now, where the stalkers at? Now, one stalker will inbox and say, I'll wait. Or now they just silent. You don't hear anybody.
No. Wait. What you, huh? When we lose a little weight? When we gain a little weight? What you want me to wait? Wait, what?
It's good for your immune system, I think. Well, we'll find out. If I end up sick this winter, you all will know that theory is right on up out. You guys will know that theory is right on out the window. But we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we are going to get into tonight's topic. Does weight affect your sex life? Now, I won't be able to answer that because I'm going to wait, WAIT, but we want to know, does your, okay, yeah, I can. Does it affect your sex life? You're listening to the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation.
got you. Ain't no shame. From the block to Broadway, to Wall Street and Pissy always. I got you. I got you.
And I'll be alive. I never put you on the my dream. As you are, yes, but get too far. Said I laid my life down on the line. Down on the line. And baby, it takes prayer. I dropped down to my knees for you.
Love's got hold of me. I'm a slave, don't set me free. I'm a runaway running down Love Street.
Love Street.
Your love's got hold of me. I'm a slave, don't set me free. I'm a runaway running down Love Street.
Love Street.
From the block to Broadway, to Wall Street and Pissy always. I got you. I got you. For poverty and pain, baby, you know. I got you. Ain't no shame.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation. I'm your host, Jay. And this Georgia Peach right here to the left of me is my co-host, my partner in crime, Simply E. Hey, E.
Hey, boo thing.
And you all, we have some sexual chocolate in this building on this evening. Mr. Montel Strickland. How are you, Montel?
I am doing well, and thanks for the name change.
Oh, yes. Son, wait a minute. What the sexual chocolate pie?
Yeah, I didn't know, but thank you.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well, you are going to know today, Montel, because we believe that, yeah, we only bring sexiness up in here. So if you were not sexy, we couldn't have you up in here.
I'll put that on my new hashtag now.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate.
Given to you by the Jaye Spot. Tell them that too. But Montel, introduce yourself to everyone and let them know about what you're involved in and if you have any upcoming events or anything.
Thank you so much. My name is Montel Strickland, better known as Coach MTS. I am an Herbalife distributor. We also run and host a fit camp on the south side of Chicago in the Hyde Park area. We host those fit camps on Mondays at 8 p.m. and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Address is 5307 South Hyde Park Boulevard. We also host another fit camp on the south side on Halsted on 123rd. You can definitely inbox me for more information and details regarding Herbalife nutrition, as well as the fit camps that we hold. My email address is going to be Montel Mason, so that's MONTELL Mason, MASON 360@gmail.com.
Okay. Thank you so much, Montel. Sorry. I had a little ADHD kicked in just real quick. But you know what? The good thing is the audience knows that, sometimes we struggle, we fade in and out from time to time. So I thank you guys for loving us in spite of. So we're going to dive right into, does weight affect your sex life? First, I just want to say, let's start off because, I'm a little techie. What is overweight? According to an online source, being overweight is a weight above what is considered normal or desirable. Okay, so I had a problem with this definition because desirable by whose standards though?
Exactly.
Like what you consider desirable and I consider desirable may be two different things, but does not mean that my taste is better than your taste. So I definitely think that that's up to the individual. So hey, you guys broaden these definitions because I think that this definition was given based upon some little stick figure that they're parading around in the media, and they're expecting people to get to that size.
I don't want to be back a stick. I've been there, done that.
And here's the thing. I'm like, ever since I've been to the doctor, and last year I was considered obese and overweight. Now, to people looking at me, you would never think that. So it's just like, wait a minute, what do you mean I'm obese and I'm overweight? It's not like I was, had things just going all to the left or whatever, but that was a wake up call for me because maybe it was something, my body mass index or something was out of whack for my height and my age. And I'm just like, okay, well, wait a minute. There are some things that have been going on. My family has a history of some things that I'm like, okay, maybe I need to consider pushing this plate back just a little bit. Okay, not the plate, you all, but the coffee, because that's my weakness. If you ever want to get me to shut up, get me an extra large cup of coffee, French vanilla from just the place. It's a good place. I'm not gonna say their name because they're not sponsoring.
Diddy.
Yeah.
Diddy. That's all we can say.
Oh yes, and and you have a BFF for life. I'm sorry, but that's my weakness. But after getting that report,
No pumpkin spice.
No. But you know what? This year I said I'm going to start dibbling a little bit and start exploring my other options because I'm feeling risque this year. So we'll see how far that goes. But it was alarming to me. And I said, you know what? Let me just try to make some changes. I'm not going to try to get to where they're saying that I should be, but let me just make some changes. Plus, I noticed those pants, they had creeped up like 2 sizes. I'm just like, oh, wait a minute now. Wait, I was one size and now I'm skipping a size and I need to go to the next size. I said, well, maybe that doctor wasn't lying. Maybe they were not lying. So, I decided to make some changes for myself, and I've kept those. I lost some weight. I lost, a nice amount of weight within the last year or so, and I've kept it off. So, has it changed my sex life? I don't know.
Because you're waiting.
Yes. Thank you, Montel. See, darn it, you saved me. I am waiting for whatever. I don't know who or what I'm waiting for, but that's just where we are. But have either of you all ever been considered overweight?
Go ahead, answer that question, Montel. She gonna look at you. See, that's what skinny people do. They gonna ask you a question when they know. See, go answer that question, Montel. Go see, pumpkin about to turn into pumpkin spice real quick. So answer that question, Montel.
I'm going to answer the question and I can defuse a little bit. Redirect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna redirect then. I can say for myself, yes, yes to both those questions regarding your sex life and regarding being told that I was overweight. About 4 years ago, I was about 324, 300 and some pounds. Today, right now, I'm about 205, 206. I just weighed myself today.
Oh, cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. One of the main reasons was because of, it's so funny because I was actually dating the young lady. We're married now, my wife. And I went to see her doctor. And her doctor, I'm not going to say any names because we're on the radio. Somebody might know her and I might get back to her. But she was very blunt. And she basically said that I was fat, I was going to die, and that I was pre-everything, pre-hypertension, pre-diabetic, pre-stroke. I was on the borderline of anything that could possibly happen. And when I walked out of that doctor's office, she scared the crap out of me, basically.
Oh, wow.
And I decided that I needed to go ahead and change. And actually, that's when I started my road to go ahead and change and actually make a healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So that was then. And definitely I can tell there's a difference right now being 200 and some pounds versus 300 and some pounds me.
Is there a difference in your love life?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
What's the differences?
But I mean, let's just say this, even just looking at statistics and you look at the benefits of just regular activity.
Don't tell me
So
statistics.
once you become more fit, stamina increases, your mood increases, it lowers stress. So, you know, if there's stress, then there's less sex because everyone is a little stressed out. You can't quite meet on a common
Rotated, right.
ground.
Say it clean. Say it
So
plain.
yeah,
say
I
it
mean,
clean.
you can't meet on a common ground. So that's one of the things that I did notice, as well as the ability to perform changed because there's less weight now. So I don't have to carry around as much. You don't have a lot of back problems now. So there's a lot of benefits in losing weight in regards to health and mental and sexual, I guess.
So, according to an online source, more than 68.8% of adults are considered to be overweight or obese. More than 35.7% of adults are considered to just be flat out obese. And it's saying that also almost 74% of men are considered to be overweight or obese. And this is in America. That's an alarming number. So it's just like, are people really overweight and obese? Because most of the people you see, you really don't see for these type of numbers to the eye. We really don't see that many people that look to be overweight or obese by what our definition may be. But according to what the physicians and everything they see and they measure, this population is like it's going downhill because everybody is big. So that means that it's big people and not enough sex, I guess. Is that right?
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for you to
I'm still the big girl. I'm the biggest girl in the room because at one point I was smaller than Montel, and now we have switched sides. So I'm the biggest girl in the room. And when I was little, or smaller rather, my sex life was straight then, and I did do a lot of positions and stuff. It was much easier. And then, you know, you fast forward to now, it's a lot of positions that I just don't do because it's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. You know, I mean, I'm gonna still reach my goal because I have a vivid imagination. So I'm going to reach my climax, but it is uncomfortable. And then when you're making love to a bigger guy, you can't straddle him like you straddle a thinner guy. And I'm a big girl, and I used to date, and I still sometimes date big guys, whatever. And when I have dated a big guy, you have to straddle them a certain way. It can't be a regular way because it's too much. It's too much fat in the way. He got too much gut. I got too much butt. I got too much gut. You know, it's just not working. And then I've noticed that when you deal with someone that, say you all have been high school sweethearts, you're gonna kill me. And when you all,
all right,
when
now
one was thin and one was, you know, usually a bigger size or whatever, everything was fine. You all had your sex life, everything was good. But when you go back to one another and you've put on weight and she has put on weight, then mind you, one is going to be shrinkage. That's just that.
What do you mean by shrinkage?
Shrinkage. Your stuff goes into your gut, brothers. So I'm just
God.
does it?
I'm gonna say something. One of my brothers used to tell me back in the day, because I used to kind of work out back in the day a long time ago, but I was never as serious or as dedicated as I am now. But he used to always tell me, if you want to impress your woman, work on your core. And he had a rock hard, flat abs stomach. And I didn't quite get it or grasp it. I'm like, okay, I know a strong core, strong body. And he would be like, no, bro, work on your core. So to say that, and just to get to the point, you do notice that if you lose a few inches in a certain place, you gain a few inches in another place.
Oh.
I just, and it was funny, you know, I have all my stories. So I'm with
dude, I can't say who he is. Hopefully he not watching. Hopefully you are watching.
Uh-oh.
But because it don't matter, But we were in the act, and he was like, "Man, you put on some weight." I was like, I said, "Yeah, I put on some weight, but you lost a little something, and you put on some weight." So
oh no,
those 10 inches that used to be there, it shrunk down to about 5 inches.
Oh my.
Yeah, you lose a lot. So I have to use my vivid imagination to get me to the point. I'm just saying, Black Power. I'm just saying. I mean, and that's real. So, and I love big guys. I really do. But you do have some, when you were a child and you noticed that your winky was really large. And now that you've grown up and you notice that your winky as a child was bigger than your winky that you have now, then you might want to lose some weight so you can get back that friend that you used to have. You might want to find them other 5 inches or so, and get back to that number 10. 10 is a wonderful number. I'm just saying, 9 is a wonderful number. But if you already was little as a child, it's okay. And then when you grow up and you're slender and you still got 4 inches, it's okay.
So 5 is not a good number.
5 is all right. Yeah, 5 is a straight number. 5 is wonderful.
I'm just.
This was another show, boy. I can tell. I got the stories for you. But I'm just saying, so weight, weight does affect your sex life. And, you have some big women that will say, well, no, it doesn't. Well, yes, it does, baby, because I'm a big girl. You don't feel like sitting up there, you're sweating, you got fat slapping on fat and stuff. I done been there. It's like a meat factory going on or something. Please. And then, your gut, and then you got to pick up your gut and then open your lips and then try to place it up on there so the base can meet the clit. And then I heard.
Right.
Did we go there?
Yes, we did, because this is real.
Right. Absolutely.
This is real.
I see. It just got real.
It just got real.
She's giving sex ed in here.
I am, because I'm a big girl. And at one point I was a thin girl, so I know the sides from both sides. And technically I'm morbidly obese. But because now I'm 254. I lost.
That's right.
But by medical standards, I'm morbidly obese. But by our standards, as far as being a Black person, I'm not. I'm thick because my weight is distributed, thank God, in my behind and my hips. But you have women that are my weight, and they are around, because their weight is out distributed on their chest, which is not good for your heart. They have the big arm syndrome. They have the big legs, whatever. And that stuff, all that stuff affects your arteries. It affects your your veins. It affects your blood flow and your circulation. So yes, weight does affect your sex life, and it affects your life, period.
So now, do you have a weight preference when dating someone? Like, I mean, I know I do. I've never dealt with a heavyset man, so
I have no
discrimination.
No, I don't discriminate. I've just never been in a position to deal with a heavyset man. But I just thinking I probably would not, only because I'm like $1 and some change. So like, I mean, we have to.
Yeah, them skinny women's just trying to do.
We have to be equally,
We dealt this stuff.
right? Like, because I can't imagine, like, okay, I would have to just get my serious yoga on. Not saying that it's impossible, but to take control of the situation, for a better lack of a better word, to take control of that particular act. And he's a bigger guy. Like, okay, man, you have leg cramps all on the.
You know what? Yeah, we have experienced the leg cramp.
Right, because
You
it's
get
like
the stiffness, but you could do that and be a thinner person and get that.
Well,
your legs can go out, because if you're stuck in that position for a long time, then you get muscle fatigue. I'm sorry, you got to switch it up. And the myth, what I don't like is that the assumption is you being a big person that you can't do different positions and stuff, or like bigger guys can't hit from the back if they mess with a big girl. That's a lie, because I got to do an ex of mine that he can MacGyver me, and he's a big dude. He can MacGyver all this thickness, and then voila, he's somehow made magically, and
where it needs to be.
He in there, like, he in there, and he's not no 10. He ain't no 10. He ain't no 5. He's on the floor. He ain't listening either, right? That's a good thing. When he listens, he's gonna choke my.
Oh my!
I love you.
You've been working your way into a whole bunch of stuff in and out, right? Just like I'm gonna say something, then take it back. Say something, take it back.
You know what? I have 10,000,001 stories.
I got a question for you.
What's up, Puddin'?
How are your Herbalife shakes?
They're great. I'm loving them. I have the this wonderful person. He got me on Herbalife, and I started the shakes a few weeks ago, and I take them daily. I take them twice a day for a meal replacement, and I have the vanilla. It's a kosher one that they have. And I don't eat pork, so that's perfect for me. And I take that shake in the morning time, and it's helped me lose weight, and it's helped me curb my appetite. And when I do get a sex life again, it'll help me get a great sex life.
But right now we're focusing on the weight. So
you can eat afterwards,
but I can't.
You know, you get hungry afterwards. It burns great calories.
What burns great calories?
Sex.
But,
yes, it
but
does.
we're waiting, so we're doing jumping jacks and sit-ups and things like that.
230 calories per orgasm.
Yes.
So now, what if you're not having an orgasm? Have you burned any calories?
I guess you have. Yeah, you have.
So you've been cheated.
If you've not exercised, if you're say you're screwing. One, you should screw. Exercising. That's my little. You know. So say you're exercising with your mate, and turn off the air conditioner and turn a little heat on. Make it a little bit uncomfortable because you're gonna sweat. Mm-hmm. And the best way, I love to sweat and exercise. But when I'm screwing, I really don't. But I don't mind a little drip. Just don't
making
drip in
love.
my face.
I mean,
okay, making love. We'll clean it up.
Procreate.
No, we're not procreating.
You're gonna say it nice, Montel.
Bump and grind.
You gonna do the nasty.
Right. That's the funky
slow wine, something. Just screwing.
Juicing. Let's just go to
West Side juicing.
We juicing.
So
okay, they talk about juicing.
Yeah.
We juicing.
You used to get in trouble for saying that.
Wait. Somebody told me that I was wrong, brother. I guess about the size of the shrinkage. And I think this is a big dude who said that I was wrong. Well, then you're blessed to, still have the size that you had when you were smaller. Maybe you weren't smaller, but I've also said that not all big dudes have small winkies. Now, come on now. I've met big dudes that got really big winkies, and I've met small dudes that's got tiny Tims. So, that's not the subject anyway.
These names.
So does weight affect the type of lover that a person is?
No.
So good lover versus bad lover, does weight have anything to do with that? If they're a good lover or a bad lover?
No.
What do you think, Montel?
I'm going to be very, very blunt and honest.
We want that.
Who you were. So let's just say even with me, even who I was larger, didn't change who I was when I got slimmer, just got better.
See, okay, so that leads me to the next question then. As far as psychologically, because psychologically there are some changes when you lose weight from being a bigger person to a smaller person. So I kind of think that probably is not true, because your confidence, most people confidence rises when they lose weight. If they're not happy being the size that they are. Now there are some bigger people, heavy set people, for whatever, but the proper term, I'm trying to be proper, the heavy set people that are happy being heavy set, and that confidence shows. But for a person that's struggling with their weight and they finally lose weight, I have to believe that there would be definitely some changes. So like, whereas you probably were a little bit more timid with that weight, now you gonna test some stuff. You Bob the Builder, baby. You about to tear this building down because you have more confidence.
I think that's if you've been heavy all your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I've been on both sides of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thin and I was confident. And as a big girl, I'm very confident because it's in me.
Mm-hmm.
So me losing weight is not going to make me more confident. I mean, my head is blown because I blow my head up, period.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do get smaller again or whatever, I'm going to still be the same person because, like I said, I always had confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Even you have those people who have been heavy, they lose the weight, And they still have no confidence,
Right.
period, because they don't understand that your size will not make your confidence level. You have to know that you are confident and secure within yourself. If you don't know that, then it's pointless. You might as well keep the weight on, because if you're losing it just to make yourself confident, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the few pounds that I did lose, I'm going to be honest, it created a monster. It has made me worse. So, my confidence has always been there, but now I'm just like, what you say?
You do stand in the mirror a little bit more.
Yes, you do. Because
I'm vain.
you are.
And I've always been vain. And I love
So then you're worse than I am.
Yeah, I am, because I love me. I will be in any mirror, and like I said, it doesn't matter what size I am, as long as I know I'm stepping out looking good.
Right.
And I can rock anything.
Now, see, don't get me wrong, I've always liked all, that I had, but now that, I can do a few more things, I'm just, I admire myself even more. And so maybe if that, I look in the mirror, I'm like, ooh, I like that. I like where I'm at, but I also like where I'm going. So I think that your confidence definitely plays a role in how you're going to perform, in my opinion, sexually when I was out there, in the world. But now I've been redeemed because I said I'm going to wait.
You know what?
I hope we don't make this work.
On that, me being a bigger girl, I can bust a split. When I was skinny, I couldn't bust a split. But big girls,
fellas, watch out. Watch out. She's busting splits over here. Right. This one right here.
And it's because, like I say, I'm more, it's not my weight and everything. I'm secure that, okay, you know what, you can do this, And before, when I was still skinny and I used to do track and everything else, you couldn't get me to do no type of split. And what I was dancing, I could get down, I could percolate and everything else. But and I used to percolate on my ankles. So I mean, I could get down all the way. But
so you was backing that thing up.
Yes, hello. Ooh. But I could never bust a split. But
I've seen her back it up, you all. I'm just saying, I done seen her back that thing up quite a few times. So, woo! I'd be like, what? Teach me that.
I've noticed that losing weight, my knees don't hurt anymore.
Right.
And that's a main thing for me. And I know that I'm losing weight when I feel, I have no pain in my knees, my feet, and I have bony feet, but all the bony feet and the bony legs that I have, they got to hold up all this behind and hips that I have. And my ankles aren't giving out and stuff.
You know how I knew I had lost weight? Because here's and don't judge me, y'all, but what I used to do, just because I used to be like kind of flat chest in high school, but once I had my son, man, I had got some, like I had some, I was just like, I just thought I had it going on. So what I used to do was I used to sit them up and I used to sit my chin in between them. That's, I know. But now, that was just one of the phases that I used to do when I admire my body. But now I couldn't do, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yo,
then my cup size went down.
That's fat.
I say, wait. We have a failure to communicate. There's a miscommunication going on here. When I couldn't do that anymore, I'm like, I couldn't lift them up. Literally, I was able to just lift them up and just sit my chin right in it. But now I can't do that anymore. So I'm a little, disappointed with that. But I'm happy, in other areas where things have like kind of flattened out and kind of, just getting it together. But it brought me to my next question was, have you guys ever turned down dating someone because of their weight?
No.
What about you, Montel?
Yes.
Oh, why? Bigger or smaller?
Both, actually.
Okay. Why?
Why, cuz?
What she said?
My cousin.
The person was very, very slim, which to me was not attractive.
Mm-hmm.
The other person was very, very, very large, which was not attractive. So let me go ahead and explain what I mean to attractive to me. My wife is not slim at all, but my wife got curves for days.
Mm-hmm.
That excites me. the curves, the way her body contours, that excites me. But a stick doesn't excite me. If there are no curves, there's no shape, you could be amazing. You're a great person. You're amazing. You're wonderful. But as far as interested, no. So yes, I've turned down on both ends of the spectrum. Very, very skinny, and they just had no shape. So it didn't really attract me. They were nice, but.
Right. I think I've been in the same situation where, you're just too little. I just think that if it starts snowing or raining too hard,
you get blown away.
You're gonna blow away. So how can you protect me like if you're just too thin? But then, like I said, I've never really been approached to my knowledge, and maybe because I'm good for just like avoiding situations if I know it's like you trying to hit on me and you not, before I be rude or anything like that, I would definitely try to avoid that situation. But to my knowledge, I've never turned down a heavyset guy, I don't think. But yeah, I probably, he has to be major fine, and like it has to be all in his aura, like he know he got it. But he couldn't be self-conscious.
So you dated a heavyset guy?
No, I've never. No, I've never. I've never been hit on by a heavyset guy that I can think of. But maybe I'll change it next week, you all, when my memory comes back sometimes after the show. So I'll probably come back to it. But when women have babies, we're one way prior to having babies. But after having babies, you get that kangaroo pouch, you get the stretch marks and all that. Is a man wrong for not wanting to stay with her after childbirth because she has gained all this extra weight? She's not the Coca-Cola bottle that she once was because she gave birth to his rosemary baby. His Chucky doll. She gave birth to his Chucky doll. So now he doesn't want to be with her because she's not the size that he desires. Her physique has changed. Is he wrong to not want to be with her?
Is that for me?
Yes, I'll get into that one. In your opinion.
Well, first thing, me being coach with Herbalife, we have nutrition plans to help out with that.
I like the way you slid that in there. I like the way you slid that in there.
Help out. I mean, if that's what they want. But let me go ahead and also hit it from this perspective.
Hit it. Okay. Yep.
This woman carried your child for 9 months, 40 days. Pretty much evolution is about 1 million years. So within 9 months.
You said 40 days.
40 weeks. I apologize.
40 days. I said 40 days.
That was real quick.
Wait a minute.
That was a real quick birth.
Is that a dog? A cat?
So it takes a moment for a child to get here. And what happens is in that period, that child is basically taking on the form inside of a woman's belly, her nutrition, her thoughts, her energy, and hopefully they're still together, that man and woman. So that's part of you. So once she gives birth to it, and what's left is proof that that life was in there, and now it's a problem for you because she has it. I have a problem with a man who has a problem with that because she has it.
Okay.
I think that's dead wrong. So even like my wife, so our daughter is not biologically my daughter, so she does have the little kangaroo, the little pouch, but I kiss her belly because that's proof she gave birth to a child. I have no problem with that. But men who do,
you could take them or leave them.
Yeah, because I think that's real whack.
What about
she's not commenting on you and your fat belly.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that. We're definitely going to get to his. What about you, E? Do you feel like he's wrong if he leaves her?
I mean, if he leaves, but I didn't have that issue when I popped out my first one, and I wasn't as small as I originally was, but I wasn't big. I think I started out at 130 and I went to 150. well, I went to 200 gaining during a pregnancy, and then I came back down to, and I was at like 150 or 140 or whatever. And so I didn't have the pouch and stuff. And then when I had my daughter, the same thing, I went back down. And then I had my last son. I was bigger. I gained the weight. I came back down, and I had like a little, pouch, but I got a brick house body. So, and I've always had a brick house body. So I've never had that issue with him leaving due to, the weight gain or whatever. I remember my oldest two, daddy, he was like, when I had my son, he was crying in the room saying that after you have the baby, you're going to lose all your weight and you're going to be going out and everything and you're going to forget about me. So, and
wow.
Thanks for the child support.
Oh my.
Bad. You are so
evil.
So let me ask this. Now, from a man's point of view, Montel, because I've asked this before, are stretch marks a turnoff?
No, not really.
What about for you, E?
The guys that I've dated, no. And I had one ex, he would play with my little fat belly. That would just be his thing. He would, let's push up. He would sit there and that would be his foreplay for some odd reason. And he would play with my little fat belly. And I'm like, uh-oh.
So would stretch marks be a turnoff on a man for you?
No, I like, I've dated big guys. I like big dudes. It doesn't bother me.
It would bother me.
Why?
I don't know.
What if it was stretch marks in another place? Would that be a turn off then?
Well, we're going to... What do you mean?
Well, Stretch Armstrong, I'm just saying.
Well, but I'm just saying, I think that just honestly speaking, it will probably bother me. I don't know how much it will bother me, but right now, just looking at it, I'm like, can we cover that? Can we cover that up? It's just like, I don't think I would want him walking around with, all that. I don't know. Maybe I would one day get to the point where I would be okay with it. But Montel, I see you side-eye me. I just don't know if I would be okay with it. I'm just like, not that I would say I wouldn't deal with him.
Baby,
but
can we turn the lights off tonight?
Right.
Every time we make love, I be wanting to see your body, and I was wanting you to see mine, but you keep on wanting to turn the lights off.
Right. Baby. Like if I got him, and that's why I'm like, okay, having another kid. Wait a minute now. Listen, I escaped that the first time, but now I may not be lucky enough to do that a second time. I will definitely go and get plastic surgery. I will definitely do that because I like how I am, and I know that will probably make me feel uncomfortable. Me personally, it doesn't have to affect anybody else, but me personally, that would make me feel uncomfortable about myself. So I would have to go and let them suck it up, tape it, drill it, glue it, step on it, toss it, flip it up, whatever they have to do to make them disappear. Then I would definitely do that. So if you all see me walking around holding the clutch, and just know I done went under the knife.
I like my stretch mark. I like my I call them tiger stripes.
Do you?
Yes. Because if you can't accept me when the lights are all off, and I've had, guys, even my ex, he liked to look at me naked. And so that's the most uncomfortable thing, because now you're naked. And then they want to stare at you, and then they see every imperfection of you. And when they tell you that, they love it. That just builds up.
You said something key though. You liked it like that. You are comfortable with that. So
I wasn't comfortable with him staring at me naked. Oh. I'm comfortable with me staring at me naked. So when he did it, and it's like, oh my God, you see every flaw of mine.
Right. That's deep.
He wasn't judgmental with it.
Right. That's deep.
So when you have somebody like that can accept everything physically wrong with you, whatever, then man,
that's love.
Hello? You love no more.
We can we can experience that, during the wait. We can experience that, and make that kind of connection. Let our souls connect. Just a soul tie. Like the butterflies in your chest and things like that. Now, Montel, from a man's point of view, do men, just generally speaking, you got guys, they talk in the barbershop, all this other good stuff. Do they prefer a flat stomach or the kangaroo pouch, or it does not matter?
What do they prefer? They prefer what they see on TV, on the movies that they watch. That's what they prefer. But what we accept? Someone who loves us unconditionally. But you said what they would prefer? Definitely they're going to want to go with what they see on TV. But if that's not their reality, then definitely, hey, look, she accepts me for me. She loves me unconditionally. I'm down with that.
And what I want to say is, I don't think that one person is better than the other because of their weight. I mean, I definitely don't think that at all, because, I love all people. Unless you give me a reason not to, then we're going to have a problem with you thin, big, or whatever. When I see people, I don't see you based upon your size or anything like that. I don't see that. I see you based upon how you treat me, how you interact with me, how you interact with people.
Let me ask you a question. So you're sitting on a airplane, and you know how small they are, and you're in the seat. You see a very large woman coming to sit next to you, and you see a very slim woman coming to sit next to you. Who would you like to sit next to you?
I mean, of course, the slimmer woman, but if the bigger woman came to sit next to me, now me, because I'm just kind of crazy, she gonna slide on in there, and I'm gonna scoot right on over because I'm finna get some cushion. So I'm not moving away from her. I'm gonna scoot right on. The sugar, move your arm on over here. We finna make this right. We're gonna make this comfortable for each other, because what I'm not gonna do is sit over here and be all halfway out the seat because she pushing me. No, sugar, I'm pushing back. So now our booty finna be kissing this whole ride on the plane. Our booty's gonna be kissing, because that's where I'm at with that. So it's not like I would move or I would make her feel uncomfortable, because that's not how I am. You gonna share some of this love. You got all that love for some. You gonna share this with me. Now she may have a problem with me, because she gonna be like, is she really laying? Yes, ma'am, I am laying on you. Yes, I am.
Cushy. That's what I have a problem with. The softness. Oh, you're so soft. Yes, fat is soft. I'm sorry. And then, like, when I was smaller, I've always had like a fat booty, you remember. And
that big dunk.
It was so like my sisters and them, they'd be like, wait, come here, lay on the floor. Like, hi, we watching TV. And then my sister be like, you better not fart, but you got the softest butt in the room, and it's like a pillow, so I'm gonna lay right here on your butt. And if you fart, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I'm like, dang.
And see, but that's what I used to do with my grandmother when I was little. I would lay on her belly because it made all kinds of sounds.
Yes.
So it made all kinds of sounds.
Like Star Wars.
It was just like, what's going on in there? So yeah, I never had a problem with, like I say, with heavy set people. I just, like I say, I love all people until you make me not love you. Then, we have a different issue. But
can I mention, just from my experience, when I was heavy, I definitely got treated different.
Right.
Versus now that I'm a lot smaller.
They be all up on you, don't they?
It is totally different.
Right.
People who never probably paid me attention before. Now all of a sudden I catch side eyes constantly. So I'm like,
so how do you treat them now? The people that, so you don't stick it to them just a little bit, Montel?
Nah, it's not about that. I get back how it doesn't benefit me anyway.
I commend you, because you are a very big person, because had it been me, I would be sticking it to people Okay, so you did stick it to a couple of people.
Oh, I'm talking about like years and years ago. Like when high school I was big, then I lost a lot of weight. Then I was like cocky and was like, yeah, cause you. But now that I'm much older, now I'm like into like a lifestyle.
Your yin and your yang is together.
A lifestyle for me, and there's a lot of personal development that went into this. So me trying to go ahead and get someone back because now I've lost a lot of weight, I look totally different. it's not about that. My thing is I want to help you. So if you want to go ahead and make a change, I'm willing to help you go ahead and make that change. I want to help you get to where I'm at. You don't even have to get to where I'm at physically, but let's just say mentally. Let's mentally change the way we think, the way we operate. So I don't try and get into that, but I know it's a few people out there probably be like, yeah, whatever, but
right. And then they find out that you wifed all up and everything. They like, dang, I should have treated him right while I had a chance.
Oh well, 2 tears in the bucket.
Well, we can't say the other word.
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
We can't say the other
George
word.
Clinton.
George Clooney.
Let's take it to the stage.
But you guys, I just want to thank you all for tuning in again. I think we learned that weight does affect your sex life, whether it be good or bad. It does affect your sex life. So love who you want to love, be who you are. As long as you're comfortable with who you are and what you're doing, rock out. Don't matter what society is saying, what the media is saying. You have to be you. As long as you're healthy, then rock out. Montel, tell them again how they can get in contact with you if they are trying to lose weight and make some different decisions and choices in life regarding their weight and health. Tell them how they can get in contact with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One of the ways you can go ahead and reach me is you can go into sending me an email. Once again, that's montelmason033@gmail.com. Or you can go to my Herbalife website, which is goherbalife.com/MTS360/EN-US. And you can reach me that way. Probably the quickest way is, once again, sending me an email. And I'll be more than happy to go ahead and assist you and just give you any information you need.
Now, you all, it is getting cold outside. So if you are tired of snuggling up with that pillow and you need someone to cuddle with and just kind of hang out with for the winter time, come out
to the Singles Mingle
and join us.
Masquerade Affair, October 29th this year, okay? We got Cuddle Buddy applications. The food is going to be great.
Yes.
A cash bar and all
food,
the sexiness in Chicago.
Sexy women, handsome men.
Deliciousness.
Oh, delicious.
So you got to mingle with the singles.
So it's Saturday, October 29th at 8 o'clock at the Bronzeville Clubhouse, 3847 South Giles. Again, that's the Bronzeville Clubhouse, 3847 South Giles. You guys go to our Facebook fan page. You can find tickets there. The Jaye Spot. Follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. And also, you guys, I'm a part of a new show on Tuesdays. Check out Industry in the Streets Radio on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. right here on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation. I'm behind the scenes, so check it out and support it. We're doing a good thing, you all. So you've been listening to the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation.
Thank you for hitting the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.